Welcome once again to My Psychic Connection. I can't believe another week has gone by. I'm Psychic Innerji, and whether it is your first time here or if you're returning to the show, it is so wonderful to have you here. Now, we've got a great show lined up for you tonight with lots of wonderful things going on. And of course, with your questions, make sure that if you are wanting to ask a question, pop it into either the Facebook chat or the YouTube chat. That way it will go onto the queue. But let's talk about the readings that we're going to be doing tonight. First of all, there is the 2-minute free reading. So with that reading, you want to ask one question, and when the bell goes, that means we are done and we'll move on to the next question. Now, of course, you can also do donated readings as well. Now, these are awesome if you want to get a little bit more information, if you want to dive deeper or have a longer reading on a topic. Now, you can choose from 3- and 6-minute readings. Again, those are one question only, please. And then we have the mini and the mega readings. They are both untimed. The mini reading is also just one question, and the mega reading, look, it's mega for a reason. It's called mega for a reason. You can ask more than one question and on more than one topic, and that reading with the mini will take as long as it takes. Now, with all of the donated readings tonight, $1 from every donated reading will go to Pride Month, hence why I've still got my beautiful colour rainbow behind me to celebrate diversity and acceptance. What else do we have going on tonight? Well, it wouldn't be a show, would it, without the emoji competition. Yes, we're doing the emoji competition again. So start keying in all those different emojis. I love blue hearts. I love kangaroos. What is your favorite emoji? What are your favorite colors? And speaking of colors, I will be doing a color of life tonight. Plus later in the show, there will be the color of life game. And further into the show, it'll be my mystic message. So much going on. I know everyone is going to enjoy it. So put your questions in. I'm so looking forward to answering them for you. So let's begin and take our first question, please. Who do we have? And we have the beautiful Gemma. Lovely to see you back, Gemma. Gemma asks, "Hi, lovely. I did ask last night, but I'd like your opinion. I have family coming next week and my mum is hosting a party for them. I know anxiety and fatigue will be high. Should I go to it?" Well, Gemma, she said, continues to say, "I want to go, but just worried if my anxiety will cope with it. Thank you." And that's understandable. But Gemma, I'm not going to give you my opinion because my opinion might be different to what I channel through when I'm doing my readings. So I'm going to shuffle the card and see how this time frame might look for family visiting, but also for this special function that your mum is organising. Now, the very first card out is the Four of Swords. And this is saying to me that prior to them arriving, you need to rest. You need to have some downtime for yourself, if possible, to get yourself mentally and emotionally and physically prepared. That will help you during the stay that your family is there. I feel that for you, it is really about working on your emotions. I've got the Knight of Cups reversed, and that is saying to me that really it's going to be an emotional issue for you rather than a physical one. So it is about keeping your emotions balanced, not allowing your fears to get in the way. I've also got the Star reversed as well. And so this is saying to me that you are letting your fears get in the way. You know, everything we do in our life is about choices around the attitude that we take towards something. If you think you're going to be anxious, then most likely you will. Now, that's just for your family being there. Let's have a look at this party in particular and see whether it's appropriate or in your best interests to go. And what I've got is the mouse. And the mouse says to me, do things in small stages. Do the little things. See how you're... And she says, I fear I'll look stupid in front of people. If it's family, it doesn't matter. They will not judge. But it's just take it little bit by little bit. And if it's too much, then stop. I hope that's of help to you. And thank you so much for your question. All right, let's go on to the next question, please. I love getting the questions coming through. And we've got Audrey. Audrey has, we've got a kangaroo, we've got a heart. Thank you so much. Audrey asks, can you tell any description on a new job I may have in the next 3 months? I think you mean few months by that somehow. But let's have a look ahead. First of all, yeah, few months, not 3 months, lol. I type like that as well, Audrey, don't worry about it. All right, so I'm going to have a look, first of all, how likely it is that there'll be a job coming up in the next few months, and then we'll look at what it might be. So let's shuffle, and I'm going to look at July, August, September. All right, so what I'm seeing here is I'm looking that July might be a better month for you in terms of actually getting a new job, because I have the Ace of Cups. Aces represent new beginnings, new things happening, opportunities. And I feel like this is going to be a job that is going to work for you emotionally. In other words, it's a job that you want to do as opposed to a job that perhaps you have to do for financial reasons. And I feel that this job is going to be working with people. I feel that you're going to be in contact with people in this new job, as opposed to sitting quietly behind a computer just, doing data entry or something like that. So I feel that this new job will be working with people in some fashion. Let's see what we've got with the T coins around that for you. And I see that we've got the hourglass. And I feel like this is a job where you need to work your time. You need to sort of have time to be with people in this job. So I feel it's like client related or customer related in some fashion. And let's add another T coin to that. And we have the woman. And I feel, yeah, it's definitely a customer service type of role that will be coming your way. It looks like it's going to kick off around July. And let's see what else we have. I feel initially it is going to go slow for you because I have the 5. So it's something that's going to build. I hope that's of help, Audrey, and thank you so much for your question. Now, I just want to check in with everybody because I do like to check in when I'm doing the show. How has your energy been feeling? I don't know about you, but over the last week, I've had really high nervous energy, the jitters, and it's not like I'm stressed about anything or anything's wrong, but just this sense of a little bit nervous energy. How is your nervous energy? Have you been nervy as well, or have you been nice and calm and stable? And if you've been feeling that kind of energy that I've been feeling, what do you do to deal with it? One of the things that I do is work with my breath, slow my heart rate down by breathing slowly. But pop in the comments and let me know, whenever you feel a bit nervy or jittery, what type of things do you do to help yourself through it? And with that, and Audrey says, okay, thank you, with a long U. You're so welcome. And Leanne's saying, yeah, nervous, yes, my breath. Yeah, slow your breathing down. That's what I do, and it really, really helps. So thank you for that feedback, Leanne. All right, now remember, when you're asking a question, if you want to pop your zodiac sign into the question as well, I will take that into consideration when I'm doing the reading for you. But with that, let's move on to our next question, please. Who do we have? And we have Sabrina. And Sabrina asks, when will I meet Mr. Right? Well, Sabrina, there is no Mr. Right or Mr. Wrong necessarily. We are all sort of shades in between, but I understand what you're asking. You're asking perhaps, when will I meet someone with whom I can walk through life, who is supportive to me, who I can be supportive with, that we will walk through life equally for the long term. So that's how I'm going to look at that question for you, because you could meet Mr. Right, but he might only be around for a short time, not necessarily a long time. All right. So here we go. And I'm sorry I'm giggling because there is something about asking about Mr. Right that just gets my heart going in a nice way. All right, here we go. So I feel at the moment that one of the things you need to do is be confident in yourself first. I've got the 10 of coins here. I also feel that you need to look at past relationships and make sure that when you are ready to go into a new one, because you've got to be ready to meet Mr. Right. It's not just about him coming along and when. Are you ready to meet this person? And sometimes when we so want to be in a relationship with the person that we can call the right one, we need to make sure that we're ready. And so this 10 of Pentacles is saying to me, make sure that you are not bringing anything from the past into the here and now around your outlook and attitudes concerning love relationships. I do feel, though, with the Ace of Coins reversed, this is a very practical card. Aces, when they're upside down, is still very positive. And so this is saying to me that, yes, there is a small opportunity, but you have to be ready for it. Mr. Right has to be ready for it. When we're reading like this, we're not talking about one person, we're talking about two people coming together. And it almost has to align in order for it to happen in the most positive way. But the next card I've got is the Ace of Cups. So this is saying to me that, yes, it looks like a yes, and I say within 3 months. I hope that helps. And thank you so much for your question. Wow, how's everybody doing? Anyone else thinking about that nervous energy and how you deal with it when you get the nerves, just to calm things down? Because we live in a bit of a crazy world at the moment. And at the moment, we've also got the Sun and Mercury both conjunct, in other words, sitting next to each other in the sky, and they are both sitting in the sign of Cancer. So there can be a lot of maybe nervous energy and communication around the family, around what's going on in the family. So have a little think about that as well. Okay, let's go on to the next question, please. I'm so excited to see there we go, Diana. Hi, Diana. Diana asks, when will Jay come to see me? All right. So, Diana, I just need to answer a question. Are you currently in a relationship with Jay, or is it a relationship you want to be in, or is it a friendship? Because that tweaks the dynamics of the question a little bit while I'm shuffling. If you can pop that in the chat for me, please. And in the meantime, I will put out some cards. Looking at timing. Let's see what we have. All right, so I feel like no, the time is not right at the moment. I've got the Page of Wands reversed. You want to be in a relationship. Okay, so this is a no at the moment. We've got the Page of Wands reversed. So it's saying the energy is really low around that desire that you have for Jay to come and see you. We've got the Page of Swords next, and this is saying to me that we've been seeing each other. Thank you, Diana, for that confirmation. That means I don't have to tune into that and I can focus on the when. So with this Page of Swords, I feel like keep the communication going as you are at the moment. Keep those communication lines open. And as you move forward, I do feel that there is an opportunity in the future. I am getting between 3 and 6 months. Those are the numbers that have been put into my head. But with that Six of Pentacles, I feel that the want is there, but I also feel that outside circumstances might be getting in the way of this happening. And the T coin I have is the Mask. And when I get the Mask, this tells me that there are things that haven't come to the surface yet. So I feel for you, it is about keeping the lines of communication open in your relationship with Jay. And I feel it's about really having honest conversations, because the mask, we sometimes put a mask on to protect ourselves. It's about letting down the mask and allowing yourself to be a little bit more vulnerable with Jay, and a little bit more vulnerable with you. I do hope that helps. Thank you for your question. Okay, We've got Pride Month happening. There's a few more days of Pride Month. And remember, you can help Pride by doing a donated reading. And if you would like to go deeper into any of the questions that you might be asking in the free readings, a donated reading will help you get into even more juicy and meaty information. And Diana says, thank you. Diana, you are so welcome, my dear, and thank you so much for your question. Now, talking about colours, I'm going to talk about tonight's colours. And the colour I've chosen for tonight is the colour green. Now, the green, when you mix paints, is a mix of yellow and blue. So you have the vibrations of those two colours in there. The other thing too with green, vibrationally, think about green grass. Think about nature. It's a colour for connecting to nature. It's a colour where there is growth. Green is also considered a healing colour as well. It's considered a colour of abundance, prosperity, because it has that growth energy about it. Now, of course, with everything, there is a positive and a negative aspect to it. So the downside of the colour green can be envy and jealousy, possessiveness. And I'm sure you've heard the term, he was so jealous he was green with envy. Isn't it amazing how we use colour when we are talking about how people feel? Because vibrationally, we relate to colour and our emotions. Now, some of the crystals that are associated with the colour green, some of the ones that I've chosen for tonight are, we've got aventurine. So this is an aventurine. On the bottom, it's raw. That's what it looks like when it comes out of the ground. And then the top half is a polished version. Aventurine as a healing crystal is known as the all-round healer. This is a crystal that if you're not sure what other crystal to choose and you feel like you're in need of some healing or some energy balancing, this is a great one to use. It's also a wonderful one for prosperity and abundance. And it's also for growth in all forms, how you want to grow as a person in your life, how you maybe want to manifest something in your life. The other crystal I wanted to show you is a little bit more of an unusual one. This is fuchsite. And this is a form of mica, and it's sort of, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it comes down in layers. It's a form of mica. Now, when I look at fuchsia, my energy bells go off with fuchsite because it's a beautiful stone for vitality. Like aventurine, it is very positive with growth, but this is also good for rebalancing the emotional energy body as well. And it can help you feel more content in your own life. So holding this can be really helpful. The third crystal I wanted to share with you, and I'm actually wearing it tonight as well, is malachite. I absolutely adore this crystal. When I look at malachite, because remember, it's not just the meanings in books, it's the impressions you get when you hold a crystal as well. And with malachite, I kind of feel like it's a portal into nature, a portal into the devas of nature, the fairy folk, all that kind of thing. But malachite is also good for protection. So similar to smoky quartz, black tourmaline, but this just brings in a little bit of protection that has more of a nature-based aspect to it with that color green. It also helps you let go of old traumas as well. So that's just a little bit about green, its vibration, how you can use it, and some of the crystals. Let me know, do you like using those types of crystals for yourself? Do you like green crystals? Jody says, me too. Yes, they are wonderful. Okay, I think we're ready to move on to the Colours of Life game. How's that for an intro? We talk about the colour green and we have the Colours of Life game. Now, I'm doing something a little bit different with the Colours of Life game tonight. As well as guessing the colour, you have to guess whether it's a light shade of the colour or a dark shade of the colour, just to make it a little bit more challenging and a little bit more interesting. So we've got 2 minutes for you to guess whether it's a light or a dark shade of a particular colour. So use your intuition, put in as many guesses as you like in the chat, and we'll see. And then the winning colour, the winning person who chooses the winning colour, will receive a divination reading from me as well. And Shelley says, my grandmother always loved green. It was her favourite colour. Now, isn't it interesting how we have favorite and colors we don't like? Like my mum was the opposite. My mum disliked green so much, and to this day, I don't know why. So while the game is going ahead, I just wanted to remind you that we don't have any live shows coming up next week. We're all having a little bit of a holiday, much needed rest, because of course, July the 4th is Independence Day in the US. And so we're going to have a little bit of a week of holiday. However, you are not going to miss out on My Psychic Connection during that week because we still have our special YouTube shows. Every day we have Cassidy the Card Slinger with Card of the Day. Every day we have our beautiful Destiny K, Divine Love and Light with her angel numbers. Weekly we have Astro Squirrel with Transits and You. And weekly with me, it's Spilling the Tea, where I do a tea leaf reading and gaze into the cup. And of course, last night we had the mythology of astrology, looking at the sign of Cancer with Astro Squirrel. So if you haven't had a chance to see that yet, go onto YouTube and have a look at the replay. Honestly, her storytelling is absolutely incredible. So please make sure you check that out. So how are we going? I wonder if we have a winner yet. Cassidy the Card Slinger says, I try and get outside wherever I am. Out in nature is ideal, but anywhere under the sky seems to help. I know, I'm the same. I like to take my shoes off. Even if it's freezing cold outside, I like to take my shoes off and get my bare feet connected into the grass, the earth. And here we go. Do we have a winner? Not yet? Well, look, while we're looking at that, I might take the next question, please. See who we've got. And we have Love. Love says, hi, Innerji. Do you feel I am accurate about having a past life as L? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight to my pendulum for this for you, Love. Because it's a yes or no, I'm going to give you a yes or no. So I'm going to hold the pendulum up where you can see it. Go, and we go stop. I'm going to ask, did L have a past life with Love? Did Love have a past life as L? I've got a straight out no. When my pendulum goes anti-clockwise, that is a straight out no. So that's something you might need to meditate a little bit more on, Love, to see what this might be representing to you. Sometimes what can happen is we can get impressions of ourselves about another person or another identity that we think might be a past life. But sometimes that can be more of a reflection around something that's going on for you at the moment. So it is really take time to sort of sit and meditate on this and ask about this feeling of a past life of being L, what that might mean to you if it is not actually a past life. So I do hope that helps. A simple yes or no question. They always come up with quick answers for those with the pendulum. And thank you so much for your question. Okay, let's go on to another question, please. Who do we have? And we have Taylor Sophia. Hello, Taylor Sophia. Taylor asks, is Habib scared to see me? What is going on? I'm a Virgo and he's a Scorpio. Oh, so you're getting a feeling that he's scared to see you. That's a really interesting question, Taylor. So let's have a look for you. I'm going to shuffle the cards. And first of all, I'm going to have a look at what's going on with Habib in relation to seeing you. And the first card I have is the Seven of Cups. I feel that what's really going on with Habib is he's got lots of things going on. With the Seven of Cups, it means there's lots of things happening. And I feel like he's very distracted at the moment. I feel his energies are distracted, and I feel like he's trying to be all things to all people and all places at once. So that's one of the reasons why you are not getting this. I've also got the Death card. Now, please don't be scared about this card. Everybody freaks out when they see the Death card. The Death card just means change. It means transformation. And yes, it's big transformation. So I feel that for Habib, with everything that's going on with this Seven of Cups and with this change or transformation card, I feel like he's looking at making lots of big changes in his life. And that is where he is focused mentally and emotionally. And so what I'm seeing with this Ace of Cups is that he's ready to move into a new stage of his life, a new way of being emotionally. So I feel it's less about him being scared about seeing you. It's more about what's going on with him with this Ace of Cups. You know, he's very self-focused at the moment. And sometimes we need to be in our lives when we are looking at big changes happening. I've also got the books, and I feel that he's keeping what he's going through to himself. It's like he's being a closed book. And that is also why you're asking the question, because you're not really understanding why this is happening. But this is something he needs to keep close to himself for now and really focus. Gosh, that bell comes around quickly. Shall I do a Destiny K? I got the bell. Oh gosh, you sing so much better than I do, Destiny K. I do hope that helps. And Love says, thank you, Innerji. Yes, I will do that. You are so welcome. Lovely to read for everyone this evening. Now, don't forget, we've got the emoji competition happening. Let's see some emojis. Emojis about how you're feeling. Emojis that show how your week is going. Put in all the different colored emojis, because with this emoji competition, you will win a 3-card reading from our very own Journey Ryan. And I tell you, a reading from Journey is like no other. So let's see those emojis. Let's keep them coming in. And then in a little while, we will then be doing the draw for that winner for the 3-card reading with our own wonderful Journey Ryan. All right, let's go on to the next question, please. And we have our lovely Cindy here. Hi, Cindy. Cindy says, good evening, with a beautiful red heart. She says, I know with everything going on with Jay and hasn't spoken to me, is there another reason why he hasn't reached out to me? Let's have a look for you, Cindy, and see. Because as you say, he does have a lot going on, and it's been going on for a long time as well. What have we got? All right, so we've got the King of Cups. And what I'm seeing here is that I feel that things are emotionally starting to settle down a little bit for Jay. He's kind of slowly starting to find his center again, which he up until now he hasn't been able to do. So I feel like he's becoming more centered and settled within himself emotionally. I don't feel like there's anything else going on. I've got the Chariot reversed here. I feel is just about he's still working on himself. He is still dealing with himself emotionally. And that's something he needs to do for himself, by himself. I don't feel that there is any other reason. I do feel that there is a strong connection between you with this Six of Cups that goes back quite a long way. I do feel like it's not like he's cut you off and doesn't want you there. It's not like he's got other things going on. He's just got this one big situation that he's having to deal with, but he is reminiscing. He is remembering. He knows that you are there for him. He knows that you will understand his silence and why he has been silent. It's just about you being a little bit more patient with him and allowing to continue, because I do see him starting to move forward now with that King of Cups card. And Cindy says, yes, absolutely. And I also have the Frog. And the Frog is showing me that normally it can be about a leaf of... In Jay's case, he's working hard to keep himself getting back into balance. I do hope that helps, and thank you so much for your question. So with our Colour of Game competition, unfortunately, we did not have a winner tonight. So I thought I might do a reading for the collective. So I'm going to use my hybrid deck. It's 2 decks molded into one, and do a general reading for the collective. And that's the only time you'll get a general reading from me tonight. Remember, when you post your questions, they need to be specific so that we can look into all the meaty information. So let's see what we have. And the card I have for the collective tonight is shelter. And this is saying to me that this is a time for you to hold back a little bit. It's a time to look after you. When we take shelter, we are doing it to take care of ourselves. And that's what this is saying to me for you. Slow down a little bit. Earlier in the show, I was talking about all this nervous energy that's around at the moment. Take a little bit of shelter from it. Take a little bit of time out for you. And remember, the words on this card are you are cherished. And this is about you cherishing yourself, not just cherishing others or others cherishing you, which is wonderful, don't get me wrong, but treat yourself as though you were someone else. If you find looking after yourself hard to do, imagine that you're your sister, your twin sister. How would you take care of you if she was your twin sister? How would you cherish you if you were your twin sister? And the other card I have is Ignite. It's time for you to really look at your potential. Taking this time out to shelter gives you time to really look at what it is that you're passionate about. What do you need to ignite in your life? What do you need to do to release your potential once you have taken this time for shelter, for self-care, for self-nurturing? And the final card is peace. Open your heart. Take some time to find out what peace feels like to you. We talk about peace. We want peace in the world. We want peaceful lives. But take a good deep look. What does that mean to you? What does peace look like to you? For some people, peaceful is actually taking action on something in a steady way. For other people, peace, like me, finding my center of peace, I like to meditate. So what is peaceful for you? So take some time out for you. Look at what you need to do to reignite, to move on that potential that you have within you, and look at what peace means for you. I do hope this reading for the collective has been of help, and let's move on. And Cindy says, thank you so much. Cindy, you are so welcome. Let's move on to our next question, please, and see who we have. And we have Leanne. Leanne says, morning. Does my partner really love me, please? All right, so I'm using a different deck for this one for you, Leanne. Let's have a look at what's going on with your partner in regard to your partner's love for you. And what do we have? All right, so we've got the 7 of water. And what I'm seeing here is that your partner is at a point at this moment where they're analysing things, where they're kind of procrastinating around a little bit at the moment in regard to the relationship. It's not that they do want it or don't want it. They're having some moments of self-doubt. And I don't care how good a relationship is, that can happen even within the best relationships. And we've also got the page of water. And so I feel that there are emotional sensitivities within the relationship at the moment. But with that page, it's saying to me that love is truly there. Love is truly there. And I feel that what's going on within the relationship emotionally around the feelings of love is I feel that there's an opportunity for it to go to a new level, to make some changes, small new changes, a different level of being within the relationship. And the final card I have for you, my dear, is the Empress card. No relationship stays static. I've been married 36 years. Believe me, relationships grow. Relationships that stay static are the ones that don't last. And so I feel that for you, I feel that, yes, your partner does love you, but they are questioning some things within themselves at the moment. They are looking at how this relationship can move forward. I see that it can grow in a new way, but it's just a matter of time. The Empress card can represent harvest and fruition. So it's saying to me, this is looking positive for you, but it takes time. It needs its gestation period. Just as it takes time seed to grow into a plant, I see growth in the relationship. I do hope that helps. And thank you so much for your question. And I hope you liked the new deck I was using for this particular question. All right, let's take one more question, please. Oh, no, let's do Mystic Message. Where is the time going? The clock is going around so fast. Okay, what deck will I use for the Mystic Message tonight? I'm going to use my numerology deck, because Numerology is a vibration, a vibrational energy, and the numbers 1 through 9 plus the master numbers have specific meanings. So I'm just shuffling my numerology deck to see what comes out. Okay, the first card I have is the number 4. The number 4 is about the practical things in life. It's about being organized, getting organized. Now, for some people, getting organized is like a fun hobby. I like getting organized. I got Capricorn rising. I love getting organized. It is a fun hobby for me, but not everyone likes being organized. So the energy at the moment is saying it's about planning and organization so that when you are dealing with unexpected things, you are better prepared. The other number I have for you for this particular mystic message is the number 2. This is the number of partnership, mediation. It's the number of harmony. And so what this is saying to me with the number 4, now it's interesting that 4 is a multiple of 2. And so it's saying to me that the best way forward in bringing harmony around you at the moment, feeling more balanced at the moment, is to be organized. That way, when unexpected things, it will be less of a stress for you. And the final numerology card is a master number. I have the number 11. Now, interestingly, that comes back to a 2. So we've got a pattern here. We've got all base 2s. And the number 11 is about the spiritual teacher. What spiritual lessons is it that you are needing to learn? What spiritual lessons are you not seeing? Because this is the shadow of 11. The other question to ask yourself is what it is that you're seeing spiritually. Is it true for you? Because sometimes we can misinterpret our spiritual messages. So be aware that as you go through with tonight's mystic message, look at finding your harmony through being organized and looking at your spirituality, looking at the spiritual messages, those instincts that you have, to see which ones you really are listening to and which ones you might be avoiding as well. I do hope that's helpful, and I do hope you liked a little bit of numerology. And Leanne, for her reading, said, thank you so much. Leanne, you are so incredibly welcome. I love reading for everyone here at My Psychic Connection. And don't forget the emoji competition. We'll be announcing that winner pretty soon. So you've still got a little bit of time to keep putting those emojis in, all the wonderful different ones that are available now. Love to see the unusual ones. Let's go straight to our next question, please. And we've got Hayley. Hi, Hayley. Beautiful photo, Hayley. Hayley says, hello. I go back to school in August 2023 to retake a course. Do you see I will be happier and in a better mindset when I go back? The first time I went, I was a train wreck, literally emotions flying everywhere. Thank you. Oh, Hayley, I understand that. When I used to do studies, I used to get so nervous for exams. So let's have a look at how going back to school will pan out for you in terms of not being a train wreck. Let's see what we've got for you in the cards. Okay. This is looking so positive for you, Hayley. Think about it this way. The train wreck that you described is what happened last time. Think of it this way. Been there, done that. No need to do it again because we have the 2 of Cups. I feel that things will come into harmony for you. I feel that things will balance out. And this is saying to me especially that emotionally you're going to feel balanced, because what happened last time, it was about your emotional reactions. It was about your nervousness. It's about the self-doubt. What if I don't pass? What if this? You put so much pressure on yourself last time, my dear. But this time, go into it with balanced emotions. This is where manifestation can come into play. You tell yourself, I can do this, I've got this, and then feel it in your heart. Just saying the words isn't enough. Feel it in your heart. You also know what you're going back into because you've done the course before. So you already know what the challenges are. So focus on those challenges. And I've got the Lovers card, and this is saying to me, you are going to do well. You're going to be balanced. You're going to take a balanced approach. And finally, I've got the 6 of Swords reversed. I love this card reversed for you because it says that you're going to flow straight through it. You're not going You're not going to have to dodge those swords in the water. So you're going to do well. Keep that focus. Thank you so much for your question. That was a really good one. I love doing questions around career and relationships and studies because I'm a bit of a study nerd myself. I love learning. I know I'm weird, but I do love learning. Okay, let's take another question, please. Who do we have? And I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Yuka or Uka, I'm not sure which. Uka says, I had a dream last night. Can you say if it's a good or bad omen? Well, Uka, the thing with dreams is that it's what it means to you. There is no absolute whether a dream is a good or a bad omen. Dreams are usually reflective of either something that's going on in our life at the moment, or it can be a spiritual message. So I really need you to maybe put in a little bit more information about what your dream was about. Now, I'm not a specialist in dreams, so I would probably refer you over to mypsychicconnection.com because we have some amazing readers there who specialize in dream interpretations. But what I will do for you is I will draw a couple of cards and just see how this dream looks without trying to interpret it. Okay, I've got the King of Pentacles reversed, or King of Coins reversed. This is saying to me that you are worried about the dream. Said it was flesh everywhere I was walking. Yeah, this is a dream that's scary for you. You're scared. But I also feel that you need to maybe sit down and journal. One of the things I do when I have a dream, especially if I can remember it, because I usually don't remember most of my dreams, is as soon as I wake up, I immediately write it down. And then I will sit, let some time go by, and then sit with it once my emotions have calmed down about the dream, because it would have been scary for you. And once I'm feeling centered, I then look at what I've written, and then I try and tune in and see what I think it could mean for me. So I'm not going to tell you whether it's a good omen or a bad omen. I don't know enough about the dream that you've had, the details, but I want you to trust your intuition, what you get from it. That is the most important thing. I do hope that offers you some help. And thank you for that really interesting question, because, you know, dreams can be scary. I had a nightmare not that long ago, and the nightmare, I won't tell you what it was, but the nightmare was so bad that apparently I was yelling out in my sleep, help me, and it woke me up. Now, when I looked back at that dream, it actually didn't have a lot of meaning for me and nothing ever came of it. So sometimes even what we perceive as nightmares and scary dreams, sometimes that's all they are, brain sorting things out. They're not necessarily scary. But I do hope that's of help. And thank you so much, Yuka, for your question. And I do hope I pronounced your name correctly. Okay, let's see if we have another. Of course, what is the next question, please? That's what I'm trying to say. We're ready to move on. And we have our beautiful Marie. Marie says, Innerji, do you see me and hubby buying a house soon? Our investment, it's an investment property that you're looking at. And she says, thank you kindly, with a prayer hands and a beautiful butterfly. Okay, let's see about buying an investment property. Let's see how that will look for you. And let's put out some cards. Oh, wow. Okay, so in terms of timing, I say you're not quite ready yet. I've got the Page of Wands reversed. I feel the urge is there, the want is there, the passion for it is there, but it's not the right timing. I do feel that you're still pulling money together for this. I feel like you're kind of almost there. It's so close. And I do feel it is about making sure that you're getting the balance between saving for that and making sure that obviously you have enough money to live on in the meantime. So I feel getting your budget balanced, but I feel that you are on your way, but not quite there. I've got the Four of Wands reversed as well. And so I feel that with this investment house, you really need to take your time to do your research. When this is upright, this would look like an apartment to me, or a unit, or a flat, something like that. So the fact that it's upside down is saying that it is going to be more a freestanding house rather than something that's part of the complex. But I do feel that you need to do your research around this first. Really be clear about what it is you want. Now, let's have a look. And we've got the castle or the public building. This is saying to me that if you're not doing it already, you need to start researching through real estate agents. The things that you need to look at are finding a good real estate agent who marries up and matches what it is that you want to achieve with this investment home. I think it will happen, but it's a commitment for the long term. Thank you so much for your question. That was a really interesting one. What is it about real estate? I have to share it. And we've got our emoji winner. Yay, Sonia. Congratulations, Sonia. You are the emoji winner. I'm going to pass you over to our beautiful Journey Ryan for your prize.
All right. Thank you, Innerji. And Sonia, congratulations for your win and all those beautiful emojis. We appreciate it. And to everybody else who was posting those emojis. And we've got some more games coming up for you guys to win some more cool stuff. So get ready for that. That'll be happening here in the future. So keep staying tuned, making sure you guys are sharing out far and wide. And let's go ahead and get to this reading. All right, Sonia. Let's go ahead and take a look. Honey, this isn't, you're winning a reading. Your message from Dad is a mediumship question that you would need to donate for. All right, so pulling the cards that I'm seeing here for you, the very first thing is truth. I feel as though that there's a lot of, from what it's showing me here, there's a lot of little white lies surrounding you. Meaning you are taking these energies from people that aren't truths, but they're trying to make them true. So I need you to be careful with the truth at this time, because this energy looks like it is misleading, which again, they're trying to make it seem true, but they are white lies. So be careful with how that type of energy is coming across. So with that being said, you need to be flexible, knowing when to speak up and say something and when not to, because some things you're just, kind of wash your hands of it and allow yourself to go in a different direction. Don't allow yourself to be trapped and underneath their white lie, because they're trying to convince you that it's truth. She put, wow. So be flexible when to say something. Some of it you can just let it roll down your back because it ain't worth speaking up about. But there are some things that will make you question the person who's telling you the story or explaining something to you. So just allow yourself to be able to move forward, do what you got to do. And she goes, just love and peace is all I want. Exactly. That's why you have to be flexible. But, with love and peace, in order to get that peace, sometimes you have to ruffle some feathers because you know that something isn't true. So make sure that you are being able to know the truth from the story. Okay? By doing so, transcending, you'll be able to get to that love and peace. So what you are looking for, you are capable of receiving, but knowing when to walk away from those things that aren't the truth. So truth is the very key here. It is the key moment. Knowing the truth, letting certain things go, and being able to take yourself to a very beautiful place. All right, Sonia, thank you so much for that. And I appreciate all the beautiful emojis. And she says, thank you so much. You are so welcome. Just be careful with the stories being told, because they're not quite 100% the truth. But it is circling you. So they are coming to you with these stories. So don't let them pull you off your course. Okay? All right. Well, I'm going to hand you back over to Innerji.
What an awesome reading. And isn't it true? We can be pulled off course by other people because we want to. Sometimes trusting too much is just as bad as not trusting at all. That was an awesome reading. Thank you, Journey. I was listening hard to that one as well. All right, let's move on to our next question, please. Who do we have? And we've got Shelley. Hello, Shelley. Shelley says, my twin and I are having a big birthday party in August. We will be 50. Oh, Shelley, happy birthday to you and your twin. She asks, will we have a great time and a good turnout of people? Oh, let's have a look. I'm actually feeling very excited for you already with this, but let's see what the cards have to say about this party. All right. So what I'm seeing here is that things for you will be a case of you're going to go in feeling pretty quiet. You and your twin are going to go in feeling pretty quiet and pretty centered. It's like, yeah, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. And I do feel that there'll be some people who would like to come to the party and won't be able to attend. And you're feeling a little bit sad about that. But I do feel it's a party where you're going to be going down sentimental path, the sentimental lane. There's going to be lots of things from the past. Oh, I don't know if I'm ruining a surprise or not, but I've got a feeling there's going to be some little surprises about maybe photos from the past, things you've done from the past, that kind of thing coming through at the party. But let's have another look and see what else we've got. You and your twin are going to be the queens of the party. You are going to be put up on a pedestal. I feel too that you're both going to get some really good presents as well. But I do see the party going well for you. I feel it might not be as big as perhaps you expect it to be, but it is going to be a really good, solid, strong party. And let's do a tea coin and see what we have. And we've got the books, and the books are closed. So this is saying to me, get ready for more surprises. I feel that there's a lot of planning going on in the background that you and your twin don't know about. And the reason that I'm giggling, it's going to be fun. You're going to enjoy this party. Just don't be disappointed if not everyone can attend that you're hoping will attend. I do hope that helps. And thank you so much for your question. We'll put the coins back. We'll put the cards in order. And let's go straight on to the next question, please. Who do we have? Jody, hello. Is John a person I'll spend more of my life with? All right, well, let's have a look at John as a person. Well, let's start off with what he thinks towards you first and then move on about the longevity of this moving forward. All right, so I've got the number 7 here in the Chariot. So the Chariot is upside down. I do feel that with John, you are on a bit of a curving, wandering path with John at the moment. It's not something that's straightforward. I also have the number 7. Numerologically, the number 7 is about deeply analyzing things. It's about feeling deeply, thinking deeply. So I feel in regard to John, there's a lot of things that you have to consider first about what you want. First of all, what does John want? I feel that though communication is going to start opening up a bit more. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. And as I've said every time, aces when they're reversed still represent something new coming in, but it's not on a grand scale. This would be on a grand scale with it being upright. So what I'm feeling for you is that keep opening up lines of communication with this person. And I know we say this a lot when it comes to relationship readings, but communication is the key. It really is open, honest communication. But I do see the communication lines opening up a bit more. And let's get a tea coin or two and see what we have there. I feel that you have a spiritual connection with John, and this is what's also sort of spurring you on in regard to this person. So I feel like there is some sort of spiritual connection there that you kind of resonate and vibrate in the same level. Shelley says, that's good. My family are very fun, even if it is just us, and they've been surprising family member with a special gift at our family get-togethers. Oh, Shelley, thanks for that feedback. I'm just going to quickly continue on, and Shelley says thank you. I'm just going to quickly continue on with this, and it is about being more open and more public, please, with your communication with John, and that will help things to move forward. And in terms of the long term, divine timing, not your timing, not John's timing. I do hope that helps, and thank you so much for your question. Really appreciate it. All right, let's go straight to another question. I feel like I'm on a roll now. And we've got Norma. Hello, all. Well, will he ever ask me to marry him? Well, Norma, ever is such a long time. You know, how long is a piece of string when it comes to infinity? So I need to know, are you currently in a relationship with this person? Is it something you're someone you want to be in a relationship with and you're hoping to marry in the future? If you can pop that into the chat, and I will start laying out some cards for you. Here you go. Let's see what we've got. Okay. So I feel for you that you're feeling quite lonely at the moment. I've got the Hermit card. If you're in this, how can I put this? Sometimes when we're in relationships, we can still feel alone. That's what I'm getting from you. I feel that you feel alone at the moment and you so want to be in a relationship that is truly connected. I feel that for you that in terms of marriage, it's looking a little bit weak right now. I have the Strength card reversed. I've got the song Wishing and Hoping running around in my head. I can't sing it because I don't know the actual tune, but I know it's a song, Wishing and Hoping and Dreaming. And I feel that that's where you're at the moment. I feel that for you, you need to look at what is the relationship. Hello, how are you? He loves to do this to all of us. I noticed you did it with Kay the other night. I'm going to call you Pop-Up Journey. Pop-Up Journey. So I feel that your energy is a little bit weak at the moment around this. I know that you're wanting it, but I do feel it is something that is going to be a long-term in the future rather than now. You asked if will he ever marry you? The answer is unknown at this time. There is still too much that needs to happen. There is still that needs to be addressed. I'm sorry if that's not the best news, but I do hope it offers you some sort of help. And thank you so much for your question. So we are up to the last question now. So let's see who that is for. And I'm going to use a different deck for the last question. So we have our lovely Julie. Julie says, hello, will S move out? Okay, so let's see if S will move out or not. And we have, okay. So we're starting off with the Wheel card. Now, this is things, what goes around comes around. And the fact that this card is upright is saying that change is in the air. Nothing happening right now, but there is progress and change towards S moving out. What's happening at the moment, though, is with this 10 of Wands, you're feeling burdened by having S there, and S is feeling burdened as well. There's a lot of procrastination going on with S. The urge is there for the move. It's looking like it could start to turn around, but there's a lot of procrastination happening right now, and there is a lot of stress around this. The good news is we've got the Ace of Water. And the Ace of Water is the Ace of Cups in the traditional tarot. And this is about emotions. And I feel that for you, it's about getting your emotions together while S is still there. I do feel that this is going to take some time. Yes, the want is there, but the means of doing it is not yet there. And so for you, in the meantime, if this is an uncomfortable situation for you, then you need to look at what can you do to balance your own emotions, to just lower the stress levels a little bit around this situation, because I do feel it is really, really stressful what is going on. And we've got the Mermaid, and the Mermaid is saying to me, put a good face on it. I'm not saying you should lie or be dishonest, but it's like, look at the good things that are still happening there at the moment, as opposed to all the negative things. And that will help you going through this particular time frame regarding S moving out. I do feel they will move out. It's going to take some time. So I do hope that helps. And thank you so much for your question. Well, look, Here we are. The hour is just about done. Now, I just want to remind you that we don't have any live shows next week. We're having a little holiday, and I want to say happy Independence Day for the 4th of July. If you live in the US, I hope it's a wonderful day for you. But we do have our daily and weekly shows still only on YouTube. They're still happening. So remember, it's Card of the Day with Cassidy the Card Slinger, Angel Numbers with Destiny K, Transits and You for the week with Squirrel. I'll be doing Spilling the Tea for the week. And don't forget to check out the Mythology of Astrology replay on the sign of Cancer. It has been so much fun being with you here. I hope you have a wonderful week off, but we'll be back the following week with all of our wonderful psychics. Plus, there'll be some new content happening in the future as well. So keep an eye out from that. Many blessings to you for the week. Until next time, bye.